an individual on the interwebs. No, it wasn't even. It was a podcast.
Yeah.
There's a podcast going around telling people to let your homies beat their wives, but if you ever see your homie get cheated on and he doesn't break up with his girl, he's disgusting. Don't deal with him anymore. Or if you get cheated on, break up with your girl. What's wrong with you? But beat her up though. I'm summarizing, of course, but
bro, that podcast was fucking insane, bro. Holy shit. So they're talking about how in no circumstance can you divorce. Divorce is not real in Catholicism. You can leave, but that doesn't count. And then the shorty looks him in the eye and say, but what about in domestic abuse situations? Nigga looks them dead in the eye. Endure it. And then just kept going on his rants. And they were just supposed to sit there and take it. So it, like you're saying, it was making the rounds. Everyone's getting their jokes off. Bro, the craziest part about it, it turns out he truly be beating bitches. He truly be beating bitches.
Somehow, somebody ended up contacting ABBA and had some kind of proof with the police report of him punching some woman in the face in Japan after he tried to what do they call it? Damn, let's tell you how single I am. What do they call this shit where you try to court some lady? I don't know.
Oh, would he buy them a drink or some shit?
There's a word for it that they use. I cannot remember. He tried to court some lady, and she was like, "I'm good," and he punched her in the face. Like, you can't just be out here just be like beat him up and doing stuff like that. And they got Andrew Tate too. Like, don't listen to none of these. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to nobody. If we telling you to do something, don't do it. I told you to do something earlier, do that. But like, don't do nothing else though. Like, come on now,
bro. And my whole wait, what did they catch on tape for?
Oh, he's like actually a sex trafficker. Like, he's actually a narcissist, and he's stupid. Like,
wow.
Everything that they were accusing him of was just basically, according to the Bruce Rivers report. Bruce Rivers read the transcripts from the court report. And it's just messages of him, like, essentially trafficking a woman. And he told, he was trying to traffic her and then was telling all the rest of their business that they had going on to her to make her try to, like, trust. He told way too much information in them damn WhatsApp messages.
Damn.
So he's an actual, he's like an actual narcissist. And I'm like, wow.
So this, oh my God, bro.
Unless it's like a crazy frame, but I don't think so. I don't think so.
When it comes out, if it ends up being it, we'll apologize. But till then, God damn it. This motherfucker was out here doing fucking damage control after coming back. That's what all this shit was.
If you watch the Bruce Rivers video, that he's a lawyer. I watched him read it. So I would hope that it's verifiable because he is a real lawyer. So
you can get sued nicely for doing that.
Yeah. Tate, man, he's like an actual serial narcissist.
And my whole
is that thing serial narcissist?
Yeah, you can be a serial narcissist. Yeah. And my whole thing is, motherfuckers have been saying this shit for the longest, and no one have been believing none of them. And then it takes some crazy shit to come out, and that's you know what? When it comes to these people that are trying to teach you how to date someone or get bitches and shit like that, and then in the back, you should always be able to look at their background because that's how you know if there's a jokester or not. God damn.
Yeah, they got this guy on the podcast. He is a good entry point for this conversation. Don't let us think that we forgot that. But he's just so irrelevant, and nobody even knows his name. And they only go viral for saying crazy stuff in the first place. We're gonna move on to Andrew Tate.
Honestly, before we do move on, there's one thing I wanted to say. When it comes to podcasts like this shit, and I really realized what a lot of.
I just had a point. We weren't really moving okay.
I
just had a point. We're coming back a little bit, I promise. So that aside, I really want to hear the story about Andrew Tate's dad for real. Because now I think that's completely fake. I don't think he was really a chess grandmaster. I wonder if they were poor or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you think that everybody would know who this motherfucker is. I brought this up one time.
Yeah. If you end up being ultra famous and ultra rich, someone from your hometown needs to be like, nigga, I know you. Type of thing.
It's not even about being super rich. He would have been academically, you're on papers or in picture something. You would have been in academic settings all the time. You would have been a part of something. There's no way.
And no one knows any articles or any findings.
I've never looked it up, but I have never heard anybody talk about this man, and he's some fucking genius apparently. So maybe I should have did a Google search, but still. The fact that you just never hear about this man.
You know what? I will do the Google search after this because that's a very actually interesting point. Because if that part's a lie, and this was all the whole after he was raided, right? He was raided the first time in there over the pizza thing, and then he ends up going to jail, and then he comes back and he's trying to change his whole image. Yeah. Was trying to add all the shit about like bringing up his family and things of that nature when he was banned off of social media and the internet. Was that literally just trying to get back in good graces of everybody else, and he was just trying to hide the fact that this motherfucker is actually trafficking women?
So from what I understand, it's quite the opposite, and like it's like I said, serial narcissist. It's the dumbest way that you could think that it happened. He was trafficking women, left the UK. Okay, but this is hypothetical. This was not alluded in the paper before.
Alleged.
He was trafficking women, left the UK to go to Romania, and then in Romania, while he was trafficking women, he decided to become a social media star to cover the trafficking.
Wow.
To make the lifestyle make sense.
Yeah.
So almost an idea, but like the worst one though.
Oh my God, no! I do remember motherfuckers talking about like he was having money before this, quote unquote. And the whole time, the money before this was coming from that crazy shit coming from the trafficking to begin with.
He's always talked about that too. You ever see like they reference like the actual guide that he gave how to do exactly what he did, and now people are like, well, that's kind of dangerous because you see he actually was doing that.
This is not all alleged, and motherfuckers just trying to like bring him down and stuff of that nature. So now it calls him to question all the other things that's like been corroborating all this. For example, like the one woman that's like, oh yeah, no, we were just dating. He's never done nothing. Was this just a payoff and things of that nature to make everything look sound, quote unquote?
No, he's a pimp. Like he's just like an abuser. Like he probably was just like, I don't trust you. You can't live here anymore. I hate you. And you know how they do.
On God.
She was like, oh no, please.
The one thing that I do, one thing that I'm glad that I took away from being a psych major, just learn about all the different things and the way they actually interact with everyone else, right? And the main thing they do, they're like the goats at gaslighting, to the point where they start bringing up all this fake evidence to why that they're doing whatever it is that they're doing, and why you're actually the person that should be ashamed and troubled and things of that nature, and then just being able to lay it out to everybody else because of being able to curate such a huge crowd of like loyal followers is a scary thing.